Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and recently we got brand new blue posts announcing even more class changes and improvements in an upcoming Dragonflight Alpha build. This set of updates is going to target specific classes, like Death Knights, with even more class talent optimizations, as well as major unholy playstyle improvements, with Shamans receiving quality of life adjustments and major AoE upgrades. And the class of Hunter is continuing to get regular updates every single week, with this recent announcement bringing in even more class-specific changes, as well as new updates for all three playstyles. And today, I want to cover all of these recent class announcements planned for a future Dragonflight build. But right before we get into all of these changes, most of you guys watching these updates are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as to the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get regular class changes and content updates in the future Dragonflight Alpha builds. Let's start this video off with the class of Death Knight. I first want to highlight some of the most important changes coming to the Death Knight talent tree. First things first, this update is going to reduce the cost of many of the Death Knight class talents, which will give you more room to pick up some of the more gameplay altering choices. Death Knights will also have an easier time speccing into Abomination Limb, a powerful displacement utility often useful in endgame content. And the passive of Improved Death Strike will become much more affordable and easier to reach, greatly improving the survivability of non-blood Death Knights found extremely useful in content like rated PvP. Besides class adjustments, we also see massive gameplay improvements for the spec of Unholy, starting with the talent of Deadly Coil, which will become baseline, which is a drastic improvement for the Death Coil ability. A large portion of the Unholy Death Knight talents are being made cheaper, with many of the talents being upgradable to a rank 3, capping out at a rank 2 without losing their overall value, giving you more points to invest into the gameplay defining capstone talents. The passives of Unholy Command and Army of the Damned will now reduce the cooldown reduction of the summoning and empowerment spells by a certain amount instead of functioning based on Death Coil usage. This will accomplish two things. One, it'll make a lot of these abilities and talents far more consistent, and avoids forcing Unholy Death Knights into Death Coil oriented builds, allowing you much more freedom in exploring different gameplay opportunities. The playstyle of summoning undead monstrosities is getting buffed massively. First, the talent of Gargoyle is much easier to reach in the talent tree and gains increased damage bonuses per runic power spent. Replacing Gargoyle as the capstone trait is Commander of the Dead, which reads, Dark Transformation increases the damage of all undead minions by 40%, which lets you embrace the necromantic gameplay, leading an army of vicious minions to overpower your foes. But summoning undead is only a portion of the Unholy Death Knight class fantasy. The spec is also known for its disease spreading capabilities. Unholy Death Knight gains a new talent of Plague Bringer, which causes all diseases to occur at a 150% faster rate over 5 seconds, making your dot damage extra bursty. We also see the Shadowlands legendary effect of Super Strain return as a talent option, which applies even more diseases to your current target, where Virulent Plague will also apply the Frost Fever, Blood Plague, together with their passive bonuses. With the talents of Morbidity, your diseases could become a real portion of your focus gameplay, though this talent will likely be scaled differently based off of these future updates. Besides new gameplay opportunities, there's even more talents to improve the overall Death Knight performance. A new talent of Plague Bearer will let you replicate festering wounds from a singular foe onto nearby targets, which promotes talents and abilities that focus on popping your festering pustules in AoE group content. Besides Death Knights, we also see the class of Shaman getting a couple adjustments, primarily Enhancement Shamans, who is seeing a variety of different gameplay improvements. This update is going to introduce even more talent synergies, like the scaling of the Frost Shock damage, with the talent of Hailstrom benefiting from the effects of the new talent Overflowing Maelstrom. The bursted talent of Doom Winds will be adjusted to have more immediate damage going forward. The baseline cooldown of Feral Spirit's ability is being reduced in this feature update, but that cooldown reduction has been removed from the Elemental Wolves, making it less of a mandatory pick. The talent of Alpha Wolf has been adjusted, causing Feral Spirits to cleave nearby targets whenever using Chain Lightning instead. And the ability of Chain Lightning can now be upgraded with Crashing Storms to strike even more targets. When using the talent of Ascendance and speccing into Thorim's Invocation passive, your wind strikes can now cast Chain Lightning instead. Together with the other recently mentioned talents, it can create an overwhelming amount of AoE group-wide damage for Enhancement Shamans to bring into future Mythic Plus situations. And just like Elemental and Restoration Shaman, Enhancement will also have the option of speccing into a guaranteed 3-minute Ascendance, or a random chance to proc Ascendance when using your Storm Strike ability. Besides Death Knights and Shamans, we also get yet another week of exciting updates for the class of Hunter, which has been receiving a lot of attention and regular development updates for the last few weeks. Some of the Hunter class highlights include an update to Stampede, which will now impede your target's movement speed and cause you and your pets to gain 10% more crit chance against the recently trampled targets. We also see 2 new talents get added to the talent tree. One focused on empowering poison damage as well as bleed effects to support a stronger dot-focused gameplay. The other fires an Arctic Bola that cleaves multiple targets and slows their movement speed down. We also have more adjustments for the spec of Beast Mastery Hunter. First of all, the ability of Barb Shot is getting massively improved, with its damage buffed roughly by 75%. The ability will also natively come with 2 charges for improved gameplay and performance. The incredibly powerful ability of Call of the Wild that summons an entire army of pets from your stable did see its cooldown increase to 3 minutes, which is the only real nerf the Beast Mastery saw so far. We also saw a redesign to the aspect of the Wild ability. The ability will now buff Cobra Shot to become more effective, reducing its resource cost and letting it cleave a nearby target. Aspect of the Wild will also be upgradable to either gain cooldown reduction elements that fit a more summoner playstyle or with simple damage buffs to improve Cobra Shot even further. Marksmanship Hunter will see a lot of smaller adjustments with this build, with Wailing Arrow ability gaining new bonuses. This arrow can now be upgraded to either refresh your damage and abilities or fire bonus wind arrows at all nearby targets. And finally, Survival Hunter is also seeing impactful talent tree changes. First of all, the 2 important talents of Coordinated Assault and Spearhead will finally be ready for testing with this upcoming build, which will help shape the various gameplay playstyles and options for Survival Hunters going forward. The ability of Spearhead will focus on the vicious rapid attacks of both you and your pet, while Coordinated Assault is looking to upgrade your explosive and kill shot capabilities. Coordinated Assault can be upgraded in 2 new ways. Either with the Birds of Prey, which will focus on increasing your overall AoE and cleave kill shot potential, while Bombardier will increase the use of Wildfire Bomb around your Coordinated Assault window. And for now, this is going to be the full list of announced class updates coming to a future Dragonflight build. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts about the changes to the Death Knight class, especially all of the different improvements when it comes to Unholy Death Knights and their necromantic and disease-oriented gameplay? What do you think about the major AoE improvements yet to arrive for the class of Enhancement Shaman? And what are your thoughts about the continuous regular updates that hunters have been receiving every single week so far on the Dragonflight Alpha? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per always, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and a live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video update or discuss these recent class changes with the rest of the channel community. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.